Hey y'all, Ro here again. And recently, well, my last couple of videos have shown you guys a lot of roads and some infrastructure development and so on around Georgetown mostly. Today I'll be getting back to doing a little bit of exploration, and for that I'll go down Mon Repos today. Now, a couple of years ago, me and my friends, we tried to go all the way down to the back of Mon Repos to try to see if we would be able to kind of somehow connect to the East Demerara Water Conservancy. However, we reached up the part where we could drive, and then we had to walk through pretty much bush, kind of a trail, and eventually everybody got scared of snakes and we decided to turn back. So today I'll go back and see what the location of the back there looks like, and then along the way I'll show you one or two things along Agricultural Road. A few interesting things that we'll see as we go along. At the junction of the Agricultural Road and the line top, you can see work has already started here now on this section of the East Coast 4-lane road that will be running on where the old railway line top is. Now, along Agricultural Road there are several government institutions, and this one here is called the BV Practical Instruction Center, I believe, BVPIC. As you go along Agricultural Road, there's this sign that's been put up here, which basically tells us that this Agricultural Road here will be turned into a 4-lane road. So that's interesting. It says it should be completed in July 2026, and contract amount is basically $3 billion. It goes all the way to the Guyana Livestock and Development Authority, which I believe is further down to the back. Now we go down Agricultural Road a little bit. There's another governmental institution here. This is the Guyana School of Agriculture. Then just up the road from Guyana School of Agriculture, we have NAREI, which is the National Agriculture Research and Extension Institute. There's a nice little painting somewhere over there. Pretty cool painting. Y'all know all of them bathtubs and jacuzzis that you usually buy? Well, this is one of the places that make them. Fiber Tech is also located on Agriculture Road in Mon Repos. Going down the road a little bit more, we have Guyana School of Agriculture's livestock farm here. So I'm guessing they probably have sheep, pig, not too sure what else they would have on this farm, but it's pretty extensive. I think there are a few more farms a little bit further down, different types of farms. Then not too far from the farm there, we have Guyana Livestock Development Authority. There are several offices or buildings or facilities, I guess you can call them, along this stretch of road. This one I see has a hatchery. I see a building over there has some paintings of bees on them, so I don't know if there's an apiary anywhere here. And then opposite the GLDA, there's a resort here called Cloud9 Resort. A little further up the road, another arm of the GLDA. This is actually a lab. I have a friend that works here, so I know this area quite well. There's a lab, but don't ask me what he's doing in the lab, but I guess they test different things. This is an interesting project. It looks to be what are either greenhouses or shade houses. I see there's a sign up here. It says Agriculture Innovative Entrepreneur Project, construction of 100 shade houses. So this is a NAREI facility apparently. One day I'll try to get an opportunity to tour some of these farms and other facilities that they have along here. So if you guys know anybody who could arrange for me, you know, help your boy out. We got some more shade houses here, and I see the banana or plantain suckers over there. Quite a lot of them. I do believe there's a lot of plantain and banana farming that happens down this road here. So you guys know all of those H-beams that they use in construction and for all the metal buildings or the metal frame buildings that they put up. This is one of the companies, Zico Industrial Engineering, that does that kind of work, and their base is here down at the back of Agriculture Road in Mon Repos. And here we have even more agricultural stuff. Well, actually this is aquaculture. It's the Satideo Saw Aquaculture Station. Not too far from where the aquaculture farm is, there's this structure. It doesn't have any information about what it is, but it looks like probably some kind of livestock farm. We're now at the end of the asphalt road, and up ahead in the distance there's a dirt road which we'll be going down. But before we go down there, over here is another farm. I think I can see some cows. This is either probably GSL, Guyana School of Agriculture, or NAREI, or what's the other one? GLDA. Not too sure which one. I don't see any signs, but this one is pretty big. And then opposite there, somebody's putting up a huge steel structure, probably a bond or a factory or something. This is farther along of the same farm. I was trying to figure out what are in these coops or pens or whatever they are, but I just kind of figured it out. There's a goat in there. I've never seen goats in elevated pens like these. That's a new one. Alright, so we come down a little bit on the dirt road, and just as we're going down, came across this here, and upon closer inspection, it's actually looks like an apiary, because I can see lots of bees. So somebody is harvesting honey here. Kind of looks like if it's sugarcane behind where the bees are, but I don't think that's sugarcane, or might be a distant relative of the sugarcane actually. I am not 100% sure. If anybody knows, let me know in the comments. Alright, so we are pretty far distance in from where we started now. You can hear a lot of birds at the back here. There's plenty, sounds like parrots over there, and I can see some flying across there. There's nobody that really lives at the back here. Might find 1 and 2 houses and a few farms here and there. Like up ahead I can see a lot more banana trees. Banana or plantain, whichever. Sucker plants. And some parrots flying up overhead. Alright, so I think there is a farm over here. Let me try to see if I can get a closer look. Walk through all of this bush. Whew. I'm trying not to fall into the trench. Yeah, I can see lots of sucker plants. Pawpaw. What else is there? Something over there that I can't figure out what it is, but the 2 things I see, sucker trees and pawpaw. Alright, we're gonna continue farther down this road as far as we can. Kinda getting a little rough, but we'll try to go through and hopefully not get stuck. So we stopped at an area here and there's a little hill, and then beyond the hill looks like a lot of banana plants. I can see a bunch over there somewhere, but we ain't gonna trouble the people thing. Alright, we're almost at the back now, and the greenery is starting to get a little bit more dense. I just had to stop to see this bunch of bananas here. Actually, there's a couple bunch of bananas. I don't know if this is apple or sweet fig banana. I really can't tell by just looking at them. And I think this might be cassava. I'm not 100% sure. Kind of looks like cassava. Alright, we have reached the end of Agriculture Road, and this is what it looks like. This is 8.6 kilometers from the East Coast Public Road. That's roughly the distance, probably like from Mon Repos to maybe Industry or Movie Town area. Let me walk across this bridge and see where it goes. This is a little canal that goes all the way back out. And it continues. I'm guessing that this canal at some point connects to the East Demerara Water Conservancy. But there's a barricade here, and it doesn't seem like I should be going beyond this point. But I'll go up to it and see. There's a farm here. No trespassing. But a very interesting sign. Looks like vehicles do come down here. I can see more sucker plants, but I don't know what else is beyond this farm, beyond this gate, sorry. Hopefully one day I can figure out who owns this farm and get a tour of it. Again, if anyone of you knows who owns this farm, feel free to hit me up and give me some contact information. There is a little pathway over there that I'll now go and try to walk and see what's beyond it. Oof, almost fell. Alright, this is a little road that branches out. We reach at the end, so I'll walk through and try to see where it leads to. I gotta be careful and look out for snakes. Some birds in the bushes. If there's one thing I don't want to come across, it's a labaria snake. Just to give you an idea of how here is. Plenty bushes and far away from civilization. I feel like I would need a pickup to drive through here. Looks like mango trees over here. There's probably somebody's farm along here, but I don't think I'll go farther because it's starting to get a little bit more dense, and I'm all the way out here by myself, so I don't want to push it too much. Alright, that's it for exploring all the way down to the end of Agriculture Road. Hope you guys saw something that you never did before. And remember, if you enjoyed this video, just hit like. And if you haven't subscribed as yet, please do. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.